All right, quick one real quick, really? What is that called? Double entendre? No, double entendre is something else. Being repetitive, I guess. But today, good day. I ran today again. Today was chest and biceps. I was able to hit 9:30, 9:40. We'll go with 9:40. We'll go with 9:40. I ran a 9:40 mile pace. I could have done better for sure, but I don't want to I have trouble pacing myself. I don't know, I just have trouble pacing myself. But yeah, so a little bit of difficulty. I've always had that. A little bit of difficulty with staying slow. As I told you guys before, I used to run before, but the way I would do it is I would jog and then sprint, and then instead of keeping a steady pace, and that used to mess with me a lot. I used to get really bad palpitations. So a little in depth, but I went to the hospital a couple times because my heart wasn't able to lower itself. I wasn't pacing myself. They I don't know what they said exactly, but basically my heart was releasing enzymes that were signs of a stroke or a heart attack, which is a no good. So I've been trying to practice pacing myself. That kind of also scared me from going to the gym for a while, but I've been practicing pacing myself and everything. So trying to get better at it and not rushing myself too much so I don't cause those problems again. But I was also 240 running 24-minute miles, or 24-minute for 3 miles. So that's also not good. I wasn't eating good either. I was eating burgers and a lot of oily stuff, high cholesterol, so that could have been another thing too. But yeah, that's one thing gotta watch out for, is if you're eating a lot of oily foods and everything, or foods that can cause heart problems. I don't know the exact science behind it, but just be careful what you eat, and especially if you work out hard, that could cause some issues with your heart. So just be careful out there. But yeah, chest and biceps was today. Nothing too crazy, nothing too bad. 225 for 6, 245 for 3. That's about where I stay. I don't go for 1 rep maxes anymore. I do sometimes, not gonna lie. I dabble 275 for 1. That's my PR right now. But I haven't tried going up in the past couple weeks, so we'll see where we're at in a couple weeks. But I'm sure with running, I'm probably gonna have to eat more. Right now I'm between 1,700 to 2,000 calories, so gonna have to up that calorie intake most likely for the sprinting and running, because it's hitting new muscles, and it's gonna cause other muscles to regenerate slower. So we're gonna have to up that a little bit so that we don't lose too much weight too fast. I want to stay at 1 pound a week. Right now I'm at 42. I'm at 196. So we're going back down again. It's good, and we want to stay there. So that's where we're gonna stay for a while. Well, not stay there, but stay 1 pound per week. It's where I've always been. It's been 39 weeks. So I think it's been 40 now. 39 or 40 weeks since the beginning of the year, but it's been 36, 34 since I started going to the gym every day. But yeah, so we're gonna see where we're at the end of the year. But for me, an entire year would be March or February. February is when I started going every day. So we're gonna see where we're at after the year, and we're gonna do a before and after. There's already a pretty big difference, not gonna lie. So it's I'm okay, I'm happy where I'm at, but we want to keep pushing. And want to see where I could be in a couple years. You know, it's only 1 year, almost 1 year down only. So we're gonna see where we can go from here. I'm gonna keep on pushing. Down 42 pounds. All my numbers are up. I gotta ask my trainer, because I started with a personal trainer. I would only go once a week in January. Starting in January. So January to February, I would only go once a week. And I have to ask where I was at starting. I wonder if he took notes, because I for sure didn't, of where my numbers were when I first started. So I know for sure I was only able to do like 175 for like one. I know that for sure, like for bench. I remember that specifically, because I was like, you know, I could do like 225 easy. And then he was like, how long has it been since you worked out? And I was like, you're right. I'm fat as heck, and all I do is sitting around at my jobs, and I sleep like 20 hours a week. So yeah, I'm gonna ask, see where my numbers were at. But we got a long way to go still, so we'll be able to see. But yeah, yesterday was the first time I gave my mom a hug, which is weird. My well, it's not weird, but for like my family, it wasn't normal. Like, it wasn't normal for us to hug each other, or like to say I love you. Like, yeah, we say I love you goodnight, but like, it was on some, I'm passing by, I say this every night. It wasn't like randomly during the day or something. So yesterday was the first day I like actually gave my mom a hug, and I was like, this is weird. Part of me was thinking, like, when I was younger, I probably wish I would have like gotten a hug, like an actual hug, not like that side hug or like a high hug, but like an actual hug. But not every family's like that. And I realized, like, when I get older, I want my kids, like, I was just thinking about how I would want to raise my kids, and I would definitely like want to do that, because I imagined how when I was a kid I would definitely want that. I definitely wanted that. Just some self-reflection, you know. I'm lucky to still have my mom and my dad, you know, even though it wasn't the best growing up. Who am I to complain? They're still here, you know. And once realizing that, and stop living in like this victim mentality, I feel like it's the right way to go, you know. I'm not gonna be able to turn, but yeah, I want to start doing that though, just so it's like, how can I teach my kids that growing up if I don't even do that now? So it's like, not only that, I also just want to let my family know I love them, you know. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I also want to hug sometimes too. So if I gotta initiate it with my family, then so be it. Let them know their love. So yeah, it was just something weird. I know a lot of families aren't like that, or maybe some families are. Maybe my family is just weird like that, but you know, we didn't grow up hugging each other or anything like that, or like saying I love you. Like, even to my siblings, like, I didn't wake up in the morning and be like, love you guys, or like, bye, love you guys. We just walked out the door. That was it, you know. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Just a little spiel. Just a little spiel about like my thought process yesterday. I was thinking about that a lot for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. I'm always thinking. Like, my brain's always moving. I never understood that about people. Like, some people are like, I actually met someone, because I hear it a lot. Like, guys like can't go without thinking, and it's always girls that are like always overthinking. But for me, I'm always like, bro, I'm the one always overthinking. Like, my brain is always moving. Is that like a feminine trait? I always thought that was, so I would never tell nobody. But in reality, is both. Like, in reality, it's both. Like, guys and girls both do that. It's not bad. You know, you just gotta learn to control it. I never knew you could even control it. I just thought I had to live with this. Or like take medicine. You know? So it's like, you know, it's always never thought about that before, and now I'm thinking about that. Meditating, relaxing. I never tried meditating, but I know that's something that you could do. It's not something I'm doing right now just because it's taking me a while. This guy's gonna go all the way ahead and try turning in. Like, bro, you gotta merge right here anyway. Why are we going all the way up there? You're gonna go 5 feet and then merge in front of me. What's the point? It's alright, I guess. I'm gonna merge into the other lane so you can't merge in front of me. How about that? How you like them apples? How you like them apples? No, not you. You go behind me. See, I'm a petty driver, not gonna lie. But yeah, if you're an overthinker, it's not a bad thing. It's not like a feminine thing, especially if you're a guy. It's just some of us are born like that, where you're just constantly thinking. And every girl I had ever been with was always like, I'm not thinking about anything. And I always thought, I guess I'm crazy. Nah, you're not crazy. It's just how it is. I was an asshole though. I was never a good boyfriend. That's one thing I realized too. I was never a good boyfriend. How can I be with someone if I didn't even like want to live myself? Like, I didn't even care about my own life. How can I care about this person's? And then I put my life in their hands. Because like my will to live was like them. You can't do that. That's bad. You can't be doing that to girls. It's no bueno. Girls can't be doing that to guys either. Can't let that significant other be the reason you live. You gotta be the reason you live. Yeah, that's about it. Good luck, Charlie.